Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Our very own Martha Stewart returns to the show. Heidi Woodard is with us the day before Christmas.
The Martha
Martha
of
Stewart
Sarpy County.
or hints from Heloise. I'm not sure.
One of the
which
two.
it is.
All incorporated.
All in one.
Who's my Snoop then? Who's my counterpart?
Oh.
Right?
Who do you smoke weed with and make casseroles with? That's the big question.
I do neither of those things.
Neither
Thank you very much.
especially the
Don't even
casseroles.
say I baked a casserole.
Right.
Don't even.
I don't care if the hint that I had
She might bake a casserole if she has some pot.
Maybe.
Right. It might be enjoyable.
Mom's been in cooking for
I can
2
see
days.
what everybody says I've been missing out on.
She's
This is
smoked,
amazing.
man. Mom's been cooking. She's smoked.
Won't stop petting Coco's hair. Oh my gosh.
The dog.
Yeah, right.
For those unaware.
For new people, Coco's not her daughter. It's her dog. So Heidi, what's up?
Oh, just, loving the procrastinator's
Okay,
life.
first, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Christmas Eve. Can't believe it's finally here.
you. But literally every year, I promise myself I won't come down to the wire. Every year.
Every year.
And every year you touch the wire.
Every year.
Shocked by the wire.
And it's like I get so mad at my fellow procrastinators. Like, why is everybody out? Why?
Right.
Oh my God! They said this last weekend, as far as volume wise, and the funny part is that it's never as bad to me as when the weather's bad.
Yeah.
That's when the shopping is awful.
Yes.
Really
Yes.
awful. But when it's nice like this, it's a little better.
Yeah.
But they said that on the whole for the country, 2.5 times what they did on Black Friday
Wow.
That's pretty huge.
is what was spent this last weekend.
Well,
So
and
that's going into
I
stores.
do order online.
Yeah.
I do. And so I try to, mix it up. But it seems like every year it's the stocking stuffers and, if Ryan and I get each other stuff, we'll put that off because we want to get the kids taken care of first. And this year was awesome because the boys are older now. There's turned 16 and soon to be 18.
Oh my God.
I keep
crazy,
saying
right?
17, 15, but now they're 16 and almost 18. And they just are cool with us taking them out. Like there's no surprise involved,
Right.
just come with us, we'll power shop.
Either money, gift cards, or just I want that sweater. And
Yeah,
right.
I'm not going to guess. I don't know. I'm pretty
I'm
hip,
all about it. My
but I'm not
mom's
gonna
like,
guess.
she's like forcing this needs to be a surprise. Like, no, why? Then you got to return it. Chances are, just give them cash. If you
It's
want
the
cash.
truth.
Yeah.
I mean, you think you go
Cares?
back 20, 30 years getting presents, and we weren't shopping online. And then you'd always have to have the gift receipt,
Yes.
right? Because everything was bought in the store. And so then you'd have to go to the store because you couldn't send it back.
Right.
You had to go to the store to make the exchange. Seriously.
Dark ages.
Really?
Dumb, the dumb ages.
So I took a day off and getting a massage.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's the deal. Just go into the stressful
just
season a
mama
little more
time.
mellow.
Just
Exactly.
don't go to the marketplace, Target, whatever, on 132nd ish and L on
For a
there.
massage?
No. Well, yeah, there's a guy that meets you in the
Like,
bathroom.
what?
You just knock twice. It's awesome. No,
third
just in
stall.
general,
Okay.
to keep the stress levels down.
Yes.
That whole area in there is an absolute show.
That's where, it's Walmart and that whole line of them.
Yes.
Getting into Walmart off of 132nd, first off, I've done this a couple of times. I swear I'm never going to go back down there again. I swear.
It's a disaster.
Getting in is one thing.
Yeah.
Getting out, holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like there are two ways out and everybody is just blocking. And you have to make a left-hand turn across traffic on one of them. So everything is backed up. That's by Walmart.
It's an absolute disaster.
It is. So you end up going right.
And
then
closing
go
your eyes and just
all
go,
the-
and you just go.
You know that's way too far out west for me, right? I mean,
I
this
figured
is
maybe-
a haul coming to your studios.
Yeah.
Every time I come out here, I'm cursing your names.
What is
Gotta
your-
get it closer to me for my once every 2 month appearance. Think of your guests, man.
What is your perimeter? Like what's your circle basically?
Well, okay, obviously
If you
the
had to-
fam and I are in Bellevue, so we like to go, probably, even 72nd. Messing with that.
Okay. So
I got to go to work and I got to get home.
Right.
And the beyond that, our circle's pretty small. And then, it's like, oh, God, we got to go out to Elkhorn to play basketball, which I feel for them coming down to the Lead Center in Bellevue. It's the same trip. Each side hates it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You drive, you pay money, watch bad basketball, you get grouchy, you go home, repeat, watch, repeat. Every weekend.
watch this repeat. I'm done. Oh my God. Oh my God. Think about it though. Now, next year, then you only have 2
I
playing.
know.
And not 3 playing.
So this past weekend, between Friday to Sunday, and I'm talking like Sunday at 3 p.m., 9 games.
That is great. What are you guys going to do when that slows down? Like,
I don't know. I tell Ryan all the time, I'm like, we need to find out
Gotta
what
find a hobby.
interests each other
Yeah.
Right.
in each other. Like, remember when we were interesting?
Yeah.
And we actually liked things
Or
about
when
it. We
you-
didn't complain to each other all
you
the
also
time.
had an option.
Yes.
You know, you
Yeah.
used to have an option, and it's like, well, that's not an option anymore. So we just
Yeah.
do this. It's like, what did we used to do to fill
Well,
the hours?
I really wonder how many of my friends will be like, it's worth circling back with them one more time because they've heard us say, oh, we really wish we could do it, but
Yeah.
we're going to try next year, but, and I'm sure half of them were like, peace out. We're
whatever.
done.
Yeah.
Go live
So, you know,
vicariously through the kids. We'll meet up with you in 15 years. Right.
That's it. But then on the flip side of that is now you can't say, oh, we'd love to, but
I know.
Yeah, you have no. That was always a great built-in
Although,
excuse.
That might have been why Ryan got the dog. I'm not even going to lie.
Like, I can't because I have the dog.
Coco-
Yeah.
sick.
Wait, she just has to be let out.
I can't. I gotta get
we'd
home.
love to come to your toddler's birthday party, but
Yeah,
Coco,
I can't leave her home by herself.
right.
Yeah, because once you're beyond that
Yeah.
phase,
Yeah.
I mean, when I get around like the baby toddler, well, baby's not so bad, but toddlers, they're so crazy.
Yes.
And I'm like, I know my boys were hellions when they were, the 3 to 5
But
year
when
range.
you're in it, you don't realize
No,
it.
and I
when
feel like
they're
it's
yours.
selective amnesia.
And when they're yours too, to some extent. But
Yeah.
even when you're there and you have yours that age, like you tolerate other stuff from other kids.
Yeah.
But when you're out of that, you're like, oh my God, take these kids away.
Don't you feel like this is like the best age, Pat?
Yes.
Because your kids are similar. Like
They're independent.
This is the best age because
Yes.
they're still under the roof, so we know what's going on. They don't really want to interact with you, so that's cool.
Right.
Like we can each do our things.
Yeah, like, what are you doing today? And they list off this whole thing, and I don't have to do any of those with them. They're like
Right.
going with their buddies, going to the gym, going this.
Yeah, driving.
Have a good time. We'll be here.
Yeah.
See you at
Sit in
dinner.
the same spot.
Yep.
See, you're getting closer and closer to my side of the street.
I know. I know. I'm gonna come drink with you one night, like
One night.
a whole new world.
Bridge at 1 p.m. What do you mean night?
God, really? Come on.
Walk to Parkville. We have.
And it'll be pitch.
That's
not
right.
Bridge.
Whatever.
I still die listening to your story of going to Don and Millie's for drinks
God.
and cheese, or what'd you have? The cheese Frenchies?
Cheese
or,
Frenchies.
I mean,
Kids
that
meal.
sounds amazing.
It's fantastic. I mean, just walking there
Yeah.
in your workout shorts.
Yeah.
And have popping some margaritas and splitting a couple kids' meals and then heading back.
Sounds
It's
amazing.
fantastic.
I wonder this New Year's Eve. By the way, Ryan and I are up for grabs. If anybody cares, we have no plans. Well, I've got JC already invited to a softball teammate's house. The mom
Nice.
had texted and was like, "Hey."
On Christmas Eve, you said? Or
On New Year's Eve. Sorry.
Okay.
She wants to, my little socialite wants to have a few of her friends over. Do you have plans? I'm like, absolutely. You can have her.
Yeah.
FYI, they don't get back to school till January 4th. So if you want to run it in a few more nights.
Make it a back-to-back doubleheader.
Right? So she's gone. I guarantee Owen, our oldest one, will be with friends. And then the middle one, Austin, he's got friends within walking distance. Like they can just go out. They
Yeah.
can come to our house. I don't care.
Right.
So Ryan and I mean,
What are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
maybe sleep?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Right?
I don't remember the last time I saw the ball drop.
I know.
I'm going to be honest with you.
What about on New Year's, though?
Right?
I just need nice. I just need like a low key where we don't have to get dressed up in any shape,
Yeah.
or form.
Go to
We
dinner.
can drink.
Have some drinks. Yeah, that
Some
kind of
food.
thing. Yeah, you got to figure out where you want to
Pretend
go.
like
You got to
we're
make
out.
reservations. Gotta
I
figure out
know,
where
and
you
that's
wanna
such a
go.
pain.
It's so dumb.
Like someone needs to open a restaurant that's just for the has-beens that are like,
It's called the Applebees. Are they? Oh, because it's delicious and
I'm
it's
sure
don't
they're
no
open.
reservation. They gotta be. And Chili's.
Probably not till midnight though.
That's
That's it.
I don't
That's
know. Ryan's kind of a restaurant snob. Like he's just like, ooh, Applebees, and I'm like we're fancy,
Right.
Right.
Applebee's
What-
is
but then
good.
he's like DJs. That's good.
Right.
What's the
Oh my
what's the
God.
line?
Exactly. They all get their food from Cisco.
I was
It's like
literally
the same stuff.
in Applebee's the other day, and they had all sports on all the TVs.
See, and I think that's just the prerequisite. So
It's like that's
Maybe we
I
need to
walked into
revisit.
DJs. I don't know where I was.
can I tell you what my kids thought was like fine dining, which cracks me up?
What?
When Owen found out he got the scholarship to UNL, so that's where he's going. He's going to become
Awesome.
a Husker.
Yeah.
NBD.
And I'm
That's
just going to
awesome.
keep my comments to myself about having Husker in my household.
It's costing you a lot
Right?
less money. So
Correct.
whatever,
So
you can go wherever you
Go
want.
Big Red. So we took him, or I took him. I think we met up with my in-laws actually to Olive Garden. I was like, let's just go get some pasta. Like that'll be fun and easy.
Delicious.
and they thought that was fancy town.
Oh, my kids get to pick where they go. It's Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. It's good, but it's like you pick anywhere you want, and that's their go-to is Olive Garden.
Yeah. I just thought it was great.
It's fine. I mean,
Heck yeah.
And then, another thing, brand new. Okay, so JC, so she's 11 now, but I swear this happened when she was 10. This was just in the last year. So 1 decade of her life, I took her to Westroads to get Vans. She wanted Vans, or her first pair of Vans for her birthday. And she's like, this place is awesome. And I go, what? And she's like, this is cool. Like everything. I'm like, you've been to here. No, I'm like, you have. I call up Ryan. Have you ever brought JC to Westroads? No. Crossroads, like any
Disney
indoor
World,
mall?
Oakview,
Never been to a
decade
mall?
of her life. And she walks in and she's like, what is this magic, Mom?
You know what's crazy is about a decade ago, malls became passé.
Yeah,
Oakview started
they're
to
coming
struggle.
back around.
Westroads was struggling because half the stores were empty. 72nd. Also in 72nd
Crossroads.
Crossroads
Yep.
was just a ghost town.
Yeah.
And everybody was going to the open malls.
Well, that's to say, she's been to Shadow Lake many times.
Right.
Yeah,
the
but not
open mall.
under one roof.
So I
That's
immediately
totally
got
mad.
the Dippin' Dots, the pretzel bites. I was like, let me show you.
Come to the food court.
Here's Orange Julius.
I felt like the biggest, most worthless.
And look,
I remember
there's
she was like
titties, and
6.
there's-
I think she was like 6, and she was like, "What is this ball? What is this ball thing?" And I'm like, "You've never been in a ball pit?" Third child. Hashtag third child.
Right.
Third child.
She's just lucky she survived this long. I mean,
Right.
being the third
Yeah.
child.
But I tell her all the time, we used to stay up till 10:30 on a school night. So just
Get over it.
We trade
those
off.
those ball pit areas are so gross anyway.
I
Like, it's
know.
a good thing she
my
never
God.
went in there. Who'd want, looking back, we just threw our kids and whatever, threw them in there. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But just gross.
Yeah. Can you imagine being one of the like fast food workers who sanitizes
cleans
their
it?
slides and their
Who
tubes
does?
of
I question if anybody
Does
does.
anybody?
I don't
mean,
know.
the ball pit itself, you'd have to like remove all the balls.
Yeah,
And Wash them sanitize all.
I think of those tunnels and like what is lurking in
Right?
those tunnels.
Who
But
wiped what where?
completely dump your kid
Doesn't
ages
matter.
3 to 5 every day, all day.
Yeah.
And if they had a drop in where you
yeah.
wouldn't even look and see who was watching them. Like they're here, good.
Yeah.
It runs it for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Done. See ya.
Yep.
And lock the door.
Well, I think Pizza Ranch changed their setup. They used to have a little gymnasium of ER.
Did they really?
Yeah, gymnasium of ER patients just in waiting. And we would be like, go ahead until we have 3 pieces of pizza in our bellies. Go fight it out.
play.
Like there's one ball, 17 kids. Like, who
Oh
cares?
my God.
Just go.
It is. It's crazy. But then, yeah, well, for Pete's sake, kids have always been that way, though. You know, growing up, I know that they'll all of a sudden you'll have parents groups that are standing up going, "Oh my God, we got to make this safer."
Right,
We need to make
right.
this safer. But you think about just playgrounds in general.
Yep.
And then they just brought them inside. It's
Do you remember when you were little, like your worst injury of just being dumb?
I got hurt a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
because I played really hard. I remember in
Yes.
our schoolyard was gravel.
Yeah.
Pea gravel, but gravel. And I constantly had bloody knees.
Yeah.
Constantly. It's like sliding into base. We were playing kickball and you'd just wipe out.
Yeah.
Because you're running, kicking dirt.
I was at one of my parents' I think it was a slow pitch softball tournament. I mean, it had to have been.
it had to have been.
That's just what we did. And I was walking on like a retaining wall type thing. And
Yeah.
I don't even know what I did. I literally just slid off, on the gravel
Yeah.
and all up the back of my leg, just raw, just screaming. And I just remember, you know what my mom did? My mom loves when I talk about her on this,
God.
by the way.
This is great.
And her voice.
Okay.
I was done with shopping the day after Thanksgiving. I'm like, how can we be related? Right. But my mom, God bless her, took care of me every time I got, ouchies.
Yeah.
But she put sanitary pads up and down my leg with Neosporin on them.
Right.
And then taped them up.
Instead of getting the gauze pads that you can buy.
Because
from
we had the
Walgreens.
sanitary pads. So
Why not?
like
And one side's
DIY.
sticky anyway.
Yep.
But
you don't
how
put that
sweet
side.
was that? Like I'm walking around with like a Kotex leg.
How old are you?
That was when I was 35.
Kotex leg. And that's the name of today's podcast, by
Because at that time, I'm going to guess, you didn't know any different.
No, No.
at the time, so there was no need for embarrassment. And other kids didn't know any different.
Not
at the
really.
time.
No, it was
So,
pre me using those. So
there you go.
they
Kind
were
of expensive.
Oh God.
Right?
Seriously, that's a legit
Kind of
cost.
town.
Very absorbent. I mean,
God.
Oh
What'd
my
you do,
God.
Pat? Worst childhood injury?
stitches.
Yeah.
Just
I
stitches
never
falling.
got stitches when I was a kid. I never broke anything when I was a kid. I never got stitches.
I never
when was
broke
a
anything,
kid.
knock on wood. at all.
I've cracked a rib. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
That has
Just-
happened to me.
Ooh, that'd be
so,
painful.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But like getting kicked in the head by a horse. But I got my arm up just in time, so it kicked my arm.
Nice.
I wrecked the mini bike, and I the tailpipe touched my leg.
Ooh.
Got out and landed on my leg on the inside of my knee.
I crashed on the old Huffy
yeah.
a couple of times.
That'll
Yeah.
get you.
My sweet ramp jumps.
Yeah.
Learning to ride a bike was hell because we had a gravel driveway.
Oh, God.
But you learn on that, you can drive on anything.
I could ride anywhere. Right?
That's hilarious.
Fearless, whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any others.
I was standing up on a swing when I was at the babysitter, and I was standing up and I went over backwards and hit the corner. It was on a concrete pad.
Yeah.
Just stitches.
Ouch.
I had stitches like 4 times.
Did you really?
Yeah, 4 times in like 2.
All head injuries?
Right, shocker, right? Except my one leg.
We're assuming.
Yeah.
There's no
did.
concussion protocol back then.
No.
He was right back in the swing.
That's
thing.
right.
Back in it, man.
I got hit. I remember playing first base. I was 13, and I remember Troy Graber was the pitcher. About 6'4", threw about 160 miles. When you're 13, everything's fast.
Right.
And I was playing first
Kickoff
base.
play.
It was the very first year we could lead off.
Oh, yeah.
So I was learning my technique on swiping the tag.
Yep.
Well, I was not paying attention, as it were. And
13.
I'm looking, and I'm down in my stance, got the runner leading off, and Troy apparently was going to gun it over me because the guy must have been leading off a little bit too far.
Yeah.
I was looking apparently towards Troy, but not at Troy. Because he thought I was looking at him, and he just threw a BB right at hit me right in the middle of the forehead. Like we're talking concussion protocol,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of my forehead, and I lost 6-7 seconds. Next thing I knew is I'm laying on the ground, and my coach Mike fanning me. You okay?
Yeah.
My dad comes over. You good? I had a bump
I bet
that I
you
could
did.
see. I could look up and I could see.
That's
did
the
they
worst.
did they let me have an inning off? No.
No.
Put me right. I couldn't even put my hat down all the way. Not even lying. Like it was like up on my bump, like on,
I
resting on
don't
an
need my
antler.
head to be
I
any
bet-
bigger. Thank
Right.
you. It's like,
I bet
come
you never
on.
did that again, though. I
Never
bet
did.
you paid attention after that.
100% all
You
the time.
kind of want your kid to get hit, not that
Not that hard.
degree, but you kind of want him to get popped once or twice in baseball stuff. It'll be like, pay attention.
Yeah.
True.
Because
It was, when I was coaching, sorry, I did all these stories, but when I was coaching the 2 years that I was coaching, this kid was sitting out, he was center fielder, and he wasn't paying attention at all,
Yes.
looking the opposite direction. And nobody ever hits the ball at like that age, like 7, 8, 9, whatever the age was. Somebody got a hold of one, and it was going right for this kid. But you didn't want to yell at the kid because he turned around, he'd take it in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just had to let it ride out, hit him right in the small of the back. Because like you didn't want to like
turned around?
yeah,
Like 180?
Travis! And he turns around and hits him. So we just let it and smoked him right in the shoulder.
It's like you'd think he would have noticed. All of a sudden, it got real quiet behind him. Why is everybody so?
he was picking flowers, I think.
I would have told him, way to keep it a double, Travis. Way to knock it down.
I think maybe his dad did that. Way to knock it down, T.
Glass half full. So the biggest accomplishment, I just wrapped up on it as a senior, one of the senior moms
Okay,
of a player, not mine.
not a senior.
Right,
Yeah,
not a
not a
senior
senior.
mom.
There
I
was that 78-year-old that just had twins. Did you hear about that?
Ooh.
76, something like that. Yeah.
What?
like legitimately
Like,
got
legit. I saw
pregnant.
that- yeah, I saw that story. Said it was a miracle. I was like, really?
I bet.
Is it?
Yeah, right. Is it a miracle?
No.
That sounds
Anyway,
terrible.
I'll find the deets on that. Go
Holy
ahead, senior
cow.
mom. Go ahead, senior mom.
I organized, found the gal who did them, found the awesome student who took the pictures, connected them up, the senior banners
Awesome.
for the basketball players. There's 3 girls and there's 8 boys. So
Okay.
a lot of boys on Owen's class. And the best part about it was that, I don't know if it was for his 50th, 55th, one of my father-in-law, so my father-in-law coaches the Bellevue West boys basketball team. And one of his birthdays, I said to Ryan, it'd be a funny gift because, we're all like, we have everything. My in-laws say that we have everything. We don't need any gifts. So, it'd be a funny gift is if we gifted your dad a Twitter account because
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
like He doesn't ever use social media.
Yeah.
Anti-social media. What's hilarious is that we organized a banner for Faux Woodard. And so it's his legit body back from when he went to Burke, but the B is so like cursive on the uniform that it looks like it could be Bellevue West. And then we superimposed the afro from like maybe his late teens, early 20s. And like I told the gal, I'm like, we want it to look Photoshopped. So like don't stress if it doesn't all meld together. She did the most awesome banner of Faux Woodard. And so like everyone else has the year 2020, 2020, 2020. And then his 1975 on the bottom.
Oh my God.
And it's just him in all of his glory. And like, so of course the players think it's funny. My family thinks it's funny for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for him to be like, this has gone too far. We need to take this down.
Oh my
awesome.
God. And just to prove my point. It was in September of this year. 73-year-old had twins.
Where does it say?
India.
Oh my.
CNN has a story, but I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my.
That's unbelievable.
Like then you hope you're going to be around for what? Their elementary school?
If.
Like,
Right?
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Because 10 years, 20 years,
Ugh.
93.
You're done.
I mean, 93. You hope 93.
You hope.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. My
Lord.
goodness sakes. Anyway.
But the dad was shocked. Like, what? Really? Boy, played the odds on that one. Did not work
What
out.
if she was like, I
Seriously.
need to ask around. I'm not sure if it's you.
She's probably looking at him and thinking, seriously? It still
It
works?
could be George.
I mean,
It could be.
there's still live
Leonard.
ammunition in there?
Right?
I mean, come
Alfonso.
on.
I mean, yeah, they're shocked on both sides.
Both sides. Then again, we don't know who her paramour is, so. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, don't get too excited. I still got to make a couple more calls.
I guess we'll see when they come
Waiting
out.
for the 23andMe to come back real quick. That's unbelievable. We would like to thank Kugler Vision for their support of our podcast.
Super excited about this, too, because you know what's coming up. It's the year of Kugler Vision.
It's the year they've been waiting for since Dr. Kugler was a baby Kugler. I can't wait for 2020, Mom. He's looking up at her.
I'm going to be an eye doctor.
Yes.
And 2020 is going to be my year.
It's perfect.
This is going to be the best one. And it could be your year too. Now, Pat and I have both had the procedure done on our eyes and had our vision corrected. My goodness. The one thing I always say, the only regret I had is I didn't do it sooner. And if you have any trepidation, if you're fearful, trust me, a lot of people have already told us about this, that they were fearful. They trusted us to go ahead and make that consultation appointment so you can go in and meet the whole gang. And then you all of a sudden feel that security and you realize that this is a win-win situation. They want you to be comfortable in. And once you understand what's going on and what you can achieve, it just all of a sudden takes the fear away.
That's right. And also, you don't have to just trust us. I mean, 3 years in a row, they've been voted best of Omaha. So a lot of people in the Omaha area and the region trust Kugler Vision.
Not just a lot. We can actually put a number to it to a degree. They have over 600 happy patient reviews. Over 600 of them. And so, the 3 years in a row, and I think they're doing pretty well. So this could be the year. 2020 is just around the corner and you want to see it coming.
That's right.
See what I did there? Okay.
When you make your consultation, you need to let them know that the Pat and JT podcast is where you heard about Kugler Vision, and that's who sent you to go see them.
That's really important. I mean, we want them to know that our supporters are supporting them.
Go to their website. It's kuglervision.com.
I can't even imagine having a baby at 45 or even 5 years ago, 40.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine having a little one.
Yeah, I feel like we got cranked them out when we were young and dumb. That was the best
That's
way.
what you're supposed to do.
It's seriously, it is. It's hard to imagine because I had a friend of mine. She had her baby when she was 45.
Can't even imagine that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
I'm too
wow.
tie right now to have babies.
No joke. And you just I think I just got so much more relaxed from one to the next, which is probably a good thing for the first ones, that you're more cautious because you're just learning everything. But then, you imagine me now, you would have half of my brood climbing your walls, messing with your equipment. Because I just feel I can't control them. I'm going to be honest.
I tell you, honestly, when Coco comes in, she's really good.
She is good.
Yeah,
yes.
she's great.
But
You can't have an e-collar on the
I can't
kids.
put a beep collar on my
God,
kids.
if
I mean,
only.
I could.
Would it be bad if you didn't have an actual beep collar? Like it wasn't a collar, but they thought it was. So every time you had a little
True.
thing, it went beep, 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 but there was nothing there.
Transmission?
Just
Okay.
no transmission, but it would just beep. So if they start acting up, you could hit it.
I laugh.
Yep.
People, you can imagine. heads would explode. But
Yeah.
I mean, people lose their mind when they see somebody has their kid on a leash.
Right.
And I'm like, I think that's a brilliant idea
Yeah.
when you're
it is
in
too.
crowds.
Well, here's the
or-
deal. It's a no-win situation. So you don't have them on the leash so that you don't get publicly shamed. Then you lose them, and
Yes.
you're the worst mom in the world.
Yeah.
Exactly. On the other
Yeah.
side, put them on a leash, and all of a sudden you're terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant, and I love seeing
and
it.
But then inside I make fun of the kids that are on a leash. I'm like, oh, I'm like, brilliant idea, but oh man,
They don't know any different.
And
They
frankly,
You guys, it's like the kid with the Kotex on her leg.
that's
Right.
right.
Right?
Kotex leg.
frankly, like at this age, I would not even be judgy, but a lot of people my age and above are. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't remember how hard it was.
Right?
Or
Yeah.
you with your single child. Like, you have no idea when it's 3 or more, the mayhem.
Right. And you see pictures now of like the young couple that has their new baby. Like, I don't remember what life was like before. Like, oh, you will. Well, you will remember what it was like after
You'll
like
be
the
praying
next.
for it.
Right. That'll come back to you in floods here in about 18 months.
The remember wins. The remember wins are thick.
Well, I'm fully expecting to get a bunch of grief from at least my middle one because Santa this year is bringing, I've heard, he wrote a letter. Santa is bringing a hoverboard for the third child.
Oh.
And my middle one begged for years for a hoverboard. And we were always like, too dangerous. You're going to fall on your wrist,
Start
hurt
fires.
yourself for basketball. You're going to burn the house down.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just waiting when that comes unveiled. He'll
could be
he'll
like-
just turn, seriously?
I know. I could just see it. Mom.
Really? And I have to be honest, like, she's really coordinated. It's like, I didn't know about you. You were on the fence. I'm sorry.
And that was right in the time when they were really not just dangerous because you could fall, but like fire stuff.
Yeah.
Right. We
Like,
just
they
had to like ride it out.
Needed the beta test.
Right. I mean,
Right.
it's a good life lesson. You don't always get what you want because of, whatever
Yep.
circumstances.
And frankly, your sister had never been to a mall for a decade. So,
Right.
so again,
It's a trade-off.
All the other things that he got to do that she'll never experience. Just imagine.
Yeah, you got to play in the syringe ball pit multiple times. Your sister's never been here. That's a good point. Yeah, just remember, put that in your back pocket. 'Cause that's
I
a
will.
good comeback.
I will.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh my God. Well, Heidi, thank you for coming in.
you, guys.
Hey,
Hey, good luck to the shoppers. Stay strong.
Yes.
Stay strong.
Don't
And
stress
that
about
Christmas
it.
Eve, that whole Christmas Eve shopping thing. There's still time.
There is, and you know what? Presents aren't the most important
No,
thing.
exactly.
Sitting around talking about how maybe in 5 years I'll get wasted with you, Jill, Pat,
Just think about
Frenchies. Like,
just-
I know.
this is what's important, the
Yes.
relationship.
That's
So
exactly right. That's
right.
exactly right. So have a Merry Christmas.
thank you. You too.
And safe travels. Are you traveling?
No.
You want to see me? You come to me.
That's right. Heidi, you're awesome. Thanks for coming.
All right, bye.
We appreciate it. You can text to us 402-403-9478 or find us online. It's Pat and JT, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.